Yo, shalom, shalom. We in the house again. We'll give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. We want to thank him for another day. We want to thank him for another chance to teach this word. You see what I'm saying? We want to thank him for everything he's done for us and all the mercy that he showed and bestowed upon us, right? Y'all see the title of the class. God married and divorced Israel and how this debunks the trinitarian doctrine. Okay, we're gonna jump straight off into it, but I'm your brother Azrahaya.
All praise to the Most High, brother Mathanya. We got a treat for y'all today, man. Get your notepad out, get your pen and your Bible out, man, and let's get straight into this thing and this debunk. Just another angle to debunk these Trinitarians, man. But I yield.
Okay. We got a brother Abadati down there.
Shalom.
Come on. We're about to jump straight off into it. Like the brother said, get your pen and paper. We're about to get straight off into it. But the brother Mathanya gonna lead this one. Go ahead, do your thing, King.
Hey man, all praise to the Most High, man. So we gonna cover roughly 5 topics, man, and I'm give y'all a chance to write these 5 topics down that we're gonna go through. So, and all of it has to do with the title of the class, right? So the first topic that we're gonna cover is Israel as the Most High's wife, man. Right? Israel as the Most High's wife. That's gonna be our first topic, right? The second topic we're gonna go through is Israel's adultery, right? Playing the harlot through idolatry and unfaithfulness, disobedience, right? Roughly paraphrase and title that whatever you want to title for the second title, but that's what we're going to cover, right? The third title is what we're going to go through is the divorce, right? Which still goes into the reason being behind unfaithfulness, idolatry, and adultery, right? And the fourth topic we're going to cover is the promise of restoration, right? The promise that it will be restored, right? And the fifth topic is Yahweh Shai as the bridegroom, a renewed marriage, right? A new covenant marriage, right? So the first scripture, we're going to jump straight into it, man. We're going to dive into Jeremiah chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 14.
God. The book of Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Right. So the Lord said, I am married to you. Right? Oh, Israel right here is the context. We're gonna jump back to verse 1 to get contextually what's going on right here. But the Lord is married to you, Israel. Right? But as Jeremiah the prophet was bringing out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Israel backslid. Right? And the Lord was pleading with them to come back. Right? So we're gonna jump straight from the top. Verse 1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
It's like no, go ahead, finish that verse.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Let me share my screen real quick and show the other versions of this. Let's see. All right.
So we'll do this work, man.
Yeah, man. So hold on. Right, so the NIV at the end, what I'm focusing on is right here. It says, but you have lived as a prostitute with many lovers. Would you now return to me? In the NIV is showing that it's posed as a question. In the NLT, same thing. It's posed as a question. Right? ESV, the Berean Standard Bible. So this is the Most High. Because, and I brought this up because when you read the KJV, it doesn't seem like it's a question, but thou has played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me. He's asking, so you done did all that and you gonna return to me, right? But I just wanted to show that this is a question. This is like the Most High, like out of like I'm curious. But my bad. Go ahead. Do you thinking?
Conan, man, you know, contextually right here, man, like we gotta know and understand that Israel still playing the harlot to this day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And what that means is we're mixing and mingling with other gods, man. We're supposed to be married to the Lord. Right? We're committing spiritual fornication, spiritual adultery.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Going out and serving other gods, some knowingly and unknowingly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Through our delusion, man. We delusional out here, ignorant, right? Read on that, King, verse 2.
Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lean with. In the ways hast thou set for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness.
See that? We polluted, man.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because of whoredom, because of wickedness. Right? Read on.
Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed.
Read.
Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me? My father, thou art the guide of thy mouth, of thy youth, Shalachia.
Right? So the Most High said, man, you should be crying unto me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Didn't the Most High choose us from the beginning?
Right.
Right? Read on.
Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, there has spoken and done evil things, and thou couldest, as thou couldest, Shalachia.
Right. So these were the questions that the Israelites should have been asking. Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest, but instead you went and done more evil things.
Right.
Right? Read.
The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel have done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot.
Man, you gotta think about this on a carnal level too, man. Like, man, this harlot done went and slept with every man, man.
Right.
But we supposed to be married to the Lord. Right? We done went and served every God, man, under the face of the earth. Mm-hmm. We can read about that in Deuteronomy 4:19, where the Most High gave the other gods on the heavens to the nations.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But we went and served their God. Right? We've always had, for some reason, this type of jealousy of the other nations when the other nations have always been less than us.
Right.
But what it is we wanted to do our own thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with our people today, is that we want to be right in our own eyes, but the Most High has already defined what's right.
Mm-hmm.
And all this other stuff out here is confusion, man. It's confusion in the land of confusion, right? Read on.
It's like you.
Go ahead, King.
We do right here in verse 6. It says, the Lord said, Yahweh said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. So this is speaking of Northern Kingdom right here. Backsliding Israel right here is speaking of Northern Kingdom. And I'm pointing these things out because it goes back and forth throughout this chapter. But you can go ahead and read the next verse, King.
God. Verse 7. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me. But she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it.
So verse 7 confirms. It was speaking of Northern Kingdom in verse 6. Right? It's important that we point these things out. Is the reason why I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, y'all do your thing. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Go ahead, King.
You keep reading.
Okay, come. And I saw, for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most I had to give a bill of divorce, man.
Who did he give a bill of divorce in that moment? Northern Kingdom, right?
Northern Kingdom, yep. But her sister Judah, they didn't take heed. They didn't see what was going on, but they went and played the harlot also. Right? See, that's what we got going on here.
So in that moment, it said, and I saw for all the for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I put her away and given her a bill of divorce. So the Most High put away Northern Kingdom and bring a precept, Hosea 4:17.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 17. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone.
So he told us to leave Ephraim alone, told Southern Kingdom to leave Northern Kingdom alone, right? So back at Jeremiah 3:8, he says, backsliding Israel committed adultery. I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot. So Israel got it, Northern Kingdom got divorced. Right? Let's keep going.
And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And yet for all this, her treacherous sister Judith have not turned unto me with her whole heart, but frankly saith the Lord.
Hey, this is something else too. We can see here that the Lord had multiple wives. Right? It was one nation, but the Most High is still referencing multiple wives.
Sisters.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So for those who teach that you can not have multiple wives, this is a cut right here, bro.
Right.
Why would the Most High be making this symbolic reference to multiple wives, but this is something that's evil?
Right.
Right? Read on.
And the Lord said unto me, the backsliding Israel have justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, Shlaki. For I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever, Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy Yahweh, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord.
See, that's all the Most High always been looking for is obedience, man.
Right.
That's right.
Right. And to make supplication, man. The scriptures would be repeating themselves, man. As reading this, I'm thinking of 1 Kings chapter 8. Make supplication, turn back to me in the land of your captive, be obedient, confess your sins. It's the same thing.
Right.
Right. Go ahead, King.
Is that the one if Israel bethink ourselves?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 1 Kings 8:47.
Yeah. You can go on when you're ready, King.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one, Shlakia, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Salakia, I'm gonna point out something right there in that verse. So he says in verse 14, turn on backsliding children, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city. So who is he married unto? He already gave Northern Kingdom a bill of divorce.
That's right.
So he's speaking to Judah in this moment. You see what I'm saying? He said, I'm married to you. He ain't married to Northern Kingdom, married to Southern Kingdom. We see in verse 8 where he gave the bill of divorce to the Northern Kingdom. That's right. And in this moment, if I'm not mistaken, they was in captivity to the Babylonians. You see what I'm saying? So the Southern Kingdom was backsliding, just like Northern Kingdom had started to backslide, and he had to give her a bill of divorce. Right, but
Verse 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall be done anymore.
Salakia, you don't have to read all that. This is going into the future prophecy when we in our kingdom. All the way down through verse, well, I think it's go down to verse 20.
Surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord.
So in this moment, he's speaking of the whole house of Israel, meaning all 12 tribes. He said, surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me. How? Because in verse 1, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man, meaning our people was serving other gods. The brother Mathani had elaborated on that. Our people were serving other gods. That's what he mean by we was dealing treacherously with the Most High, like a wife does, right? So I was just trying to highlight the points where he's talking about Israel being a wife to him. But
Hey, forgive me. Also, I misspoke on that when you said if you weren't mistaken, King. Right here, what's going on is Jeremiah. The Northern Kingdom had already went into captivity to Assyria, but what's going on is Jeremiah is showing them and teaching them that, hey, this gonna happen to you as well. They not yet in Babylon, because I don't think they go into Babylon until Jeremiah 25.
Okay, fine.
But I had a couple more precepts that I wanted to bring out real quick, just to show that. Give me Isaiah 54:5, just to show and to bring another witness that the Most High is married to Israel. Right, Isaiah 54:5.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 5. For thy maker is thine husband. The Lord of hosts is his name.
See that? For thy maker is thy husband. The Lord of hosts is his name. I'm sorry about that, King. Read on.
That's all right. And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
See that?
The Yahweh of the whole earth shall he be called. Shalakia.
See that? Another witness, man. Let's get one more witness. Ezekiel 16:8. All right. Ezekiel 16:8.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 8. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee that entered into the covenant with thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thou becamest mine.
See that? They're saying the same thing, man. The Most High.
He pretty much tagged Israel.
Right. Right, man. And we could get more witnesses, but the point has been made, man. You know what I'm saying? I also want to get a couple witnesses to show how uh, Israel committed adultery, committed wickedness, man. We read that in Jeremiah. Let's get another reference. Let's get Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 15.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
But thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and playedst the harlot because of thy renown,
Mm-hmm.
and pourest out thy fornications on everyone that passed by. It was.
See that? But Israel didn't trust in their own beauty, man. Right? But played the harlot when it committed fornication, spiritual fornication, when it committed wickedness, man. We're reading the same thing that Jeremiah prophesied about.
Right.
We're reading the same thing. Read on, King, verse 16.
God. And of all thy garments thou didst take, and deckedst thy high places with divers colors, and playedst the harlot thereupon. The like things shall not come, neither shall it be so.
So you know what I'm saying? It's saying the same thing that Israel played the harlot, man, when it committed wickedness. Finish that out in verse 17 for me, King.
Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold and of my silver, which I had given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them.
See that? Right?
Mm-hmm.
When it committed idolatry, when it committed whoredom. Right? So this is going to the same thing, man. I'm going to get one more witness, man. Give me Hosea chapter 1 and verse 2. Hopefully y'all getting these precepts, man. Right?
The book of Hosea chapter 1, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Hosea chapter 1, verse 2. The beginning of the word of the Lord of Hosea, by Hosea, Shalakia. And the Lord said to Hosea, go take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Still another reference to show comparing the whore to Israel.
Right.
Right? We've committed whoredom, man. And we got to look at ourselves today, man. Right? As so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, out here still serving other gods, man. In these churches. Right? Worshiping and celebrating white Jesus, committing all type of wickedness, man. Pagan holidays, fornication. Right? So this has not been a new thing. You know, the scripture talks in the book of Ecclesiastes, there is nothing new under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we're still doing some of the same things that we were doing in the ancient times, man. Right? And the whole time, the Most High have been pleading and begging us to come back to Him.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And Salakia.
Go ahead, good brother.
Also notice, like we read Hosea 1. You read Hosea 1 and 1?
I didn't. My apologies.
What verse it was?
Verse 2.
All right, verse 2, right? But see, when you go further in that chapter, down in verse 10, you see where it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, right? And it says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Notice, it's speaking of Israel committing whoredom, and then it goes into future prophecy of us coming back out of captivity. We just read this in the book of Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
All throughout this book, it speaks of how we was disobedient, and then how in the latter days we're gonna be brought out of captivity and brought back together as one nation. All throughout Scripture. So that's why in the New Covenant, I mean not New Covenant, but in the New Testament, right? That it's basically speaking of it some more.
It's switched up in the new.
Right. Ain't nothing. Hey, most high don't change.
Right. It was consistent in the old. Now it's talking about something else in the new. Man, this is crazy.
Right. We actually start to see where in the New Testament, we actually start to see this being played out when they start speaking of the Gentiles become in and Romans 11 and all this. And that we start to see this being played out. But over and over and over in scripture, you see where the Most High is married to Israel, how he divorced Israel. Israel got scattered. And then it speaks of future prophecy of Israel being brought back together, all 12 tribes. I mean, this whole book is about us, but I yield.
I'll pray to the Most High, man. So we gave you multiple scriptures on the Most High being Israel's wife. We gave you multiple scriptures on Israel committing adultery, fornication, idolatry, and wickedness. Read Jeremiah 3:8 one more time, King, and I'm gonna give you. We're gonna give you some additional scriptures to show of this divorce. Right? Jeremiah 3:8 one more time, King.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 8. And I saw when for all the causes, and I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also.
When it played the harlot also, man. So we show the prophet, the great prophet Jeremiah, prophesying and showing how the northern kingdom was given a bill of divorce, right? But the Most High was still married to the southern kingdom. But although the southern kingdom didn't take that as a chance to say, man, we need to get right. We see our brothers, man. The Most High done got rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Done turned his back on them, as it's saying Hosea 4:17, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's get Isaiah 50:1 real quick. Get another reference.
No, bring it up.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 50, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
And on your transgressions is your mother put away.
See that?
Yeah, that's
Right.
a heavy precept, man.
Prophet Isaiah went into it, man. I gave you a bill of divorce, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
For your iniquities have you sold yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You went and played the harlot, man. You went and was prostituting out there.
Right.
Right? Let's get one more witness. Let me get. We're gonna go back to Hosea, man. Hosea, Isaiah, and Jeremiah is literally saying the same thing, dog.
Right.
Shoot,
Right.
straight up. Let's get Hosea 2:2. Hey, this will be a good, man. Shoot, y'all should be precepting these, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get your make sure you got your pen and pad out, man.
The book of Hosea, chapter 2, verse 2. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts.
You see that? And we could read on that, man, but we were just showing that because of adultery, right? The Most High God Yahweh divorced Israel and hid his face, right? For a season.
Right.
But let's go into the next topic we're gonna cover is the promise of restoration, man. Right? Let's stay right here in Hosea 2. Unless one of y'all had something.
No, do you think?
Verse 14, I believe. Let's go to verse 14.
The book of Hosea, chapter 2, verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her.
See that? This is going into who the Most High done already committed a divorce, gave a bill of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now you see how the Most High said, therefore, behold, I will allure her. Right? Let's get the definition of that word, allure. real quick, man. I'm gonna pull it up. Unless you want to put it on the screen, I don't want.
I can.
Okay,
we go to the blue letter.
Kind
Find it with was it
2 and 14? Yes, sir.
One second.
Oh, I like the Strongs on that. Hey, bro, I like the Strongs on this one. That Allure. I like the Strongs.
Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, let me share my screen.
Oh, Lord, Hebrew.
Okay, y'all can see that. So it will allure her. All right. When we go to the so
they both saying the same thing pretty much, the biblical usage and the Strongs.
Yeah, kind of. So Strong's definition says a primitive root to open, i.e., because causatively make, roomy, usually figuratively, in a mental or moral sense, to be, casuatively make, simple, or in a sinister way, delude, allure, deceive, enlarge, entice, flatter, persuade, silly one. And the way I'm seeing it, I see it as being persuaded.
Yep.
Or like right there in verse in number 2, it says to be enticed. Let me go down to the lexicon real quick. 2 and 14. Hold on.
Also, the reason I was getting weak, you know what I'm saying, entice, flatter. The most I had to spit some game to her again, let her know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? You out here tripping, you know, you don't know what home at, girl.
Right.
You gotta stop playing these games, huh? Yeah. Oh, nah.
Gotta get your stuff and come on to this house.
Get off this bus stop and come on here. Come on here, get off this bus stop.
All right. Come on about your mama house. I don't see Hosea 2 and 14 lexicon. I'm tripping. I know it's in here somewhere. It's all good. We see so we see the definitions and allure in this context right here would more than likely be persuade or seduce. Right.
Read that one more time, King, verse 14.
Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her.
Read.
And I will give her vineyards, Shlakia, from thence and the valley, and assure her for a door of hope. And she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, and as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
And it shall be at the day, Shlakia, and it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call me Ishi, Aish. Help me.
Ishi.
Oh, it was right, Shlakia. The water. And shall call me no more Baal.
Right. Baali. You know, and this is just kind of, I believe Ishi just means my husband or my Lord. And Baal is just pagan gods, man. The wrong God to be worshiping. Right?
Huh.
Let's get one more. Just going into the restoration of Israel. Go to Jeremiah 31, man. Classic. Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31 and 31.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 30.
You start at verse 31, King.
31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
Right? So this is going to be a new covenant, man. Right? Not like the old one that was made.
Right.
Right? The Most High, this is showing the prophetic promise of restoration for the nation of Israel. Right? This is a new covenant, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers when I took them out of the land of Egypt. Right? Read on, King.
Which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord.
See that? It's still talking about the same language that we've been discussing. Right? This is going to be a new covenant. Although in the old covenant, I was a husband unto them, and they break that one. They went out and committed adultery. They went out and committed all type of wickedness. They went out and committed spiritual fornication. They were serving other gods. Right? So on and so forth. They weren't faithful. They weren't obedient to the Most High, man. Right? We're going to get one more witness. We jumping from Hosea to Jeremiah to Isaiah. Right? We still, those three prophets are speaking literally the same thing. Get Isaiah 62 and 4. Right.
62 and 4.
Yes, sir.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 4. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, Shalaki. But thou shalt be called Hephzibah.
You said it right.
Okay, Hephzibah.
And I think that means like delightful or something. I had to.
I knew what it meant, but I forgot.
You want me to get it real quick?
I mean, you can.
Isaiah, just so the people will know exactly what it means. Isaiah 62 and verse 4. I had looked it up earlier. I can't. Let me see. Hephzibah. Hephzibah in the Hebrew is like, is my delight is in her. Right? So it's my delight. Read on, King.
And it says it in the rest of at the end of the verse.
Oh, con.
And they and thy land Bela. So the land be called Bela. Okay. For the Lord delighteth in thee.
Right.
And
so
thy land,
Bela is just like husband, my husband, or to marry in the Hebrew. To be married. Right? Shalaki King, my apologies. You can read on.
And thy land shall be married.
See, just like that. And thy land shall be married. Right? Read for me verse 5.
For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall thy Yahweh rejoice over thee.
So we went through Hosea, we went through Jeremiah, right? We went through Isaiah, and it's saying the same thing, man. We showed the initial marriage, we showed the fall, and we also showed the prophetic restoration, right? You had something I don't want. You wanted to get it out? Or?
A lie, no. You do your thing.
Okay, Khan. Now we're gonna show you how it shines the bridegroom, right? The renewed marriage. Let's get the book of Matthew, chapter 9, and I believe verse number 15.
And Salakia, back where we was just at, in Isaiah 62, verse 4, it says, "Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah, for Yahweh delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married." right? You had pointed it out, the married, right? But then verse 5 says, for as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. Future prophecy.
Right.
We going back to the land. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be in future prophecy. After we come out of the wilderness, we're going back to our land, and it says, "Thy sons shall marry thee." We gonna marry the land again.
That's
right? It says, "And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee." You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to point that out.
Come on, all praise to the Most High, man. We gonna meet the bridegroom.
Right.
Right. The spirit and power. How about you, man? What's up? Matthew 9:15.
The book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 15. And Yahushua said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast.
Right. So one thing I want to point out right here, read that for me one more time, King. Matthew 9:15.
The book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 15. And Yahushua said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the but the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast.
Right. So this is Christ speaking in third person, man, about himself. Right. He's the bridegroom. He's acknowledging himself as the bridegroom. Right. So we got to make sure we take note of that, man. Make sure. So we about to go into this thing about who the bridegroom is, man. Right. And this is Christ identifying himself early as the bridegroom. Let's go see what John the Baptist said. Get John chapter 3. John chapter 3. Let's go to verse 29.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 29. He that hath the bride is the bridegroom. But the friend of the bridegroom, which standeth and heareth him, rejoiceth greatly because of the bridegroom's voice. This my joy, therefore, is fulfilled.
Let's get some context, man. Start at verse 25 real quick, man. So this is basically this is John going into, and showing how how Christ must increase so he can decrease. Right? So let's start at verse 25, King.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 25. Then there arose a question between some of John's disciples and the Jews about purifying.
Read.
And they came unto John and said unto him, Rabbi, he that was with thee beyond Jordan, to whom thou bearest witness, behold, the same baptizes, and all men come to him.
Right. Watch how John answered this, man.
John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven.
Right.
Ye yourselves bear me witness that I said I am not the Christ, but that I am sent before him.
Right. So this whole stanza right here is John clearing everything up. No, I'm not him.
Right.
It's someone coming that's greater than me. Right? Read.
He that hath the bride is the bridegroom. But the friend of the bridegroom, which standeth and heareth him, rejoiceth greatly because of the bridegroom's voice. This my joy, therefore, is fulfilled.
Right. Read verse 30 right here. This is the point.
He must increase, but I must decrease. Come on.
So John is letting them know, man, my friend, this is the bridegroom. Right? And this bridegroom must increase, and I'm going to decrease. Right, so we showing this another witness right here saying that Yahushua is the bridegroom.
Right.
Right. Let's get John. Let's get the book of John, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 25. Right.
The book of Ephesians.
Paul.
Everybody ready?
Come.
Yeah.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it.
Right, read on.
He that might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Shalaki.
Right, and we know the church is the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Right, read.
That he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
So this church is being presented to the bridegroom. That's what Paul is bringing out right here, right? Verse 32.
This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church.
Matter of fact, we can just read straight through. I like what it's going. Go back to verse 28, King.
So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
So if we can catch on what Paul is doing right here, Paul is making a compare and contrast to an husband and wife to Christ and the church.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on, right? Read.
For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church.
Right. So your own flesh. This is when a man and a woman become one. Right. So it says, even as the Lord the church.
Right.
We're gonna come one with Christ. Right. Read.
For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones.
See, it's going into it right here. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. Right. Read.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh.
Wasn't it so from the beginning?
That's right.
Wasn't it so from the beginning, man? It's saying the same thing, right? Read.
This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church.
And this was the great mystery, man. This
right.
was a mystery.
Right.
How the church, how the house of David were going to be brought back together to be married to the bridegroom.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that Christians can't figure out, man. This is the great mystery that Paul was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right. Let's get one more. Let me get Revelation 19 and 7. Stop me if you had something. Like
No, you good. Yeah, that was that's what they've been talking about, the whole mystery situation, and they just not realizing that it's mystery. It's been spoken of multiple times.
Yep.
They get hung up on the ages didn't know. Yeah, the ages didn't know. How many ages is that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's another topic. We're gonna go off into that. But yeah,
hey, we gonna have to address that too.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Get Revelation to 19 and 7, King.
The book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready.
See that? The marriage of the Lamb. Who was the Lamb? The Lamb of God, according to John 1 and 29.
Right.
Right? That would be the bridegroom. Right? Who is Hamashiach Yahushua the righteous. Right? Read that one more time, King.
Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready.
And who is the wife here? This wife is talking about the nation of Israel.
Right.
Right? The house of David. Right? They have made themselves ready. They have kept the commandments. They have been faithful. They have held fast to until that lamb come, as it talks about in Revelation, the 2nd chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Keep reading on that, King.
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints.
It's the righteousness of saints, right? That fine, that clean as white is going into the pureness of the wife, of the bride, right? Fine linen, which is the righteousness of the saints, man. She's kept the commandments of God, right? Read.
And he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh.
These are the true sayings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Let's get Revelation 21 and verse 2.
Let's say it again.
Revelation 21 verse 2.
Yes, sir.
The book of Revelations, chapter 21, verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, Jerusalem, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
See that? That's still going into the same thing that was taught about in Revelation 19. That bride adorned in fine linen. Right? In that pure white, which again is going into her holiness, man. Right? So we see what's being referenced here, that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach the righteous, fulfills the promise that he is the bridegroom, man. Right? Who remarries, or who marries, I should say, Israel through the new covenant in his blood. Right. Let's get Hebrews 8 and 8 for the New Testament, man. We showed it in Jeremiah 31. Let's get it in Hebrews 8 and 8.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
So that's what we're reading about, man. This marriage, right? The new covenant, which is with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, the house of David, right? Coming together to be one kingdom again, right? Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
So we went through that in Jeremiah. We went through that in Hosea. We went through that in Isaiah, and showed how the Most High married Israel, and then they backslid, and then he turned his back on the northern kingdom, and then the southern kingdom still didn't take heed and see how the Most High turned his back on the northern kingdom, and then apply action. They went and fell and started being a harlot as well. Start committing adultery, start committing fornication, start committing all manners of wickedness and idolatry. Right? Verse number 9.
Verse 10.
Salaki, yeah, verse 10. Forgive me, King.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a Yahweh, and they shall be to me a people.
See that? So the Most High gonna put these laws in our mind, man, and in our hearts, right?
Yeah.
In that day. In that day, man, and we're not gonna have to teach no more, man, because the law is gonna already be embedded in our mind. Right? Give me Romans 7 and 4.
Brother bringing it out.
Right. Book of Romans. Oh, God. The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 4. Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Mashiach, that ye should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto Yahweh.
So is this saying right here that now we have the license to sin? No, this is not. All this is going into is that now we're justified by Christ, man. Right? That's all this. I brought this out to show that we are now married to another. We will be married to another, I should say. Right? Him being the bridegroom, as we've shown.
And Salakia, the notice it says married to another. Not nobody that you was previously married to another. Right? I just want to point that out.
Con. And I'm gonna give me 2 Corinthians 11:2.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Salakia. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ.
A new man. That for the old man has roughly paraphrasing, have passed away, man.
Right.
A chaste virgin. You have wiped yourself clean through Christ. Right? To that bridegroom, man. To that bridegroom. So what we've shown right here is the new covenant marriage. We show Christ is the bridegroom. Through Yahweh's sacrifice, Israel is freed, right, from the old bond and joined into a new covenant marriage, man. And we showed that prophetically to be Hamashiach Yahweh the righteous, man.
Con. I just wanted to point this out again, and what you just read in verse 2. For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ. The Most High present us as a chaste virgin to Christ. That's why the father walks the daughter down the aisle. The father gives his daughter to the husband.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So he's presenting us to Christ as a chaste virgin. We're going to be clean. Our garment's going to be white, right? But with all that being said, so let's go back to Jeremiah 3:1. So how does this, based on the title, how does this contradict the Trinitarian doctrine? Read Jeremiah 3:1 again, King.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and shall go from him, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
So that's why Christ got to marry the nation of Israel, because the Most High gave us a bill of divorce, and now Christ got to marry us to bring us back into the fold. Go to Deuteronomy 24:1. Christ got to marry us to bring us back into the fold, because the Most High divorced all 12 tribes. He divorced us, right? Like and share the class, family. Deuteronomy 24:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 1. When a man have taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he have found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house.
Keep going.
And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and giveth it in her hand and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife.
Mm-hmm.
After that, she is defiled, for that is abomination unto the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy Yahweh giveth thee for an inheritance.
That's what Jeremiah 3:1 is quoting. The Most High gave that law. So if the Most High gave that law, he's not going to go against his own law. That's why Christ has to marry us. So with that being said, Trinitarians say that Christ is God. Christ is the Most High, right? They'll say Christ is the Son, but they say Christ is the Son and the Most High is the Father. But they'll basically be saying that's the same individual, but two. One to say that all that's the same individual, same person, everything. But Trinitarians say that's the same individual, but two different deities, right? But at the end of the day, they're saying that Christ is God. So with that, if Christ is God and Christ has to marry Israel, what you're ultimately saying is that God is going to marry us again. He's going to go against his own law in a different body and be sneaky about it and marry us. He put away his wife, gave her a bill of divorce. You know what I'm saying? And now he about to come back and get her again, but now in a different body. You saying that God's going against his own law. That's what you're saying. Once again, it says this is the Most High. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return? Shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again unto me, said the Lord. He's saying, you think you coming back to me as a wife? You got to marry him. You got to marry him. So y'all are saying, you Trinitarians are saying that God is going to break his own law by coming in the form of Christ and remarrying the same woman. He put on the costume and just to marry the same woman, act like he's somebody different. That's wild, bro. The Trinitarian doctrine don't make no sense. None whatsoever.
None. I still can't get past God dying. I can't get past that. God died.
When they say Christ died on the cross, they saying God died. That's what they saying.
Yeah, them Trinitarians went too far.
I can't get past that part.
I remember Naquan was like, so if God died, then who was ruling the universe for 3 days and 3 nights? You saying
that's a great question, bro.
Good question.
For real.
Right. So ultimately, the marriage and divorce of Israel from the Most High and to Christ, that contradicts the Trinitarian doctrine, the oneness doctrine. It contradicts all that because God's not gonna go against his own law, and that's what y'all saying. God came as Christ, and now he gonna remarry Israel. That's wild. Stop lying on my father.
Right.
That's right.
Y'all got anything else on that?
Nah.
Nah. And that's basically what we wanted to do tonight, y'all. We wanted to address this topic right here. And hey, we're gonna give all glory and praise to the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Mashiach Yahushua. Hey, anybody that's attending Tabernacles, hey, the deadline's the 21st to get your money in. By the 21st, your money gotta be in to attend Tabernacles. Okay. I'm trying to think what else it was we had to address. I think that's it. Is it you remember anything else we had to address?
No, just to let me back on what Otto One was saying, man. Shoot, we want to make this thing pleasant, hospitable, comfortable. You know, so we want to make sure we get everything in so we can roll out the red carpet to our guests, man, and make it hospitable and make sure everything is taken care of, man. We plan on having a great time. This is my favorite feast day. Just being out there with brethren and sisters, having a great time in the name of the Lord. And, man, you just moving in the spirit and power. How about you, man? But that's all that I had, King.
Yeah, come. Hey, well, with that being said, catch us next week, family. Same time, same place. Shalom.
Shalom.